salivating over these ugly ass toes who belong to me. Hey flowers, it's your girl Reese LaFleur and I'm back with another video. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is going to be a story time, y'all, but usually when I do my story times, I do a slay story, which means that I'm doing my makeup while I'm doing my story. But you know, I just thought that we would just sit down and just chat a little bit, and I'll just tell you this really quick story. It's not too long, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this regular schmegular dagular. You know what I mean? Okay, so before we get into the story, I want you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so anytime that I upload a video, you're notified. Thumbs up this video, comment down below, and make sure you share this video with your friends. Make sure they know that your girl Reese LaFleur is out here doing her thing. Period. Okay, let's just get into this. So this happens 10 years ago. Wow. This is getting old. Okay, so 10 years ago, I was about to go to college, or a little bit before 10 years ago, and I had just broken up with my first boyfriend from when I was in high school or whatever. So the summer before I even went to college, like that whole summer, I was single because I was like, I'm about to leave anyway. Why would we be in a relationship? Like, he was just my first boyfriend. It wasn't that serious. Like, it really wasn't that serious. He was just my first boyfriend. So anyway, so I just started talking to guys or whatever, and one of the guys that I had started talking to, which is so funny because I live close to this spot right now, but he lived in a projects like in Harlem or whatever. I cannot remember this dude's name at all, so he's just gonna be he, because I literally, like, I think if I saw him today, I probably would be like, I know you, but I don't know who you are. Like, that's how much I don't remember him. That's probably horrible, but it is what it is. There was no real connection. So I met him. I can't even remember where I met him, but I'm pretty sure I met him on the street. It was a street holler or whatever. So I gave him my number. So we started talking. We started texting. And he didn't waste no time to let me know what he was interested in. And it wasn't sex per se. I kid you not. I never had sex with this man. Ever. So down the lines of us are doing our communication, you know, we texting or whatever like that. And eventually he was like, oh, you know, I have a foot fetish. So I was like, what? First of all, we're dumb young. Like, I'm fresh out of high school. How you already know? I think he was like 2 years older than me. How you already know that you got a foot fetish? Like, really? Like, that's what... And it was like 10 years ago. So I feel like foot fetishes was like new. You feel me? I just was so weird. But I was disgusted by that because I don't like feet. And I specifically don't like my feet. I think my feet are ugly. I used to dance when I was younger or whatever like that, and I feel like ballet and all them things messed up my toes. I got like the little dark marks on my toes. So I don't like my feet. Like, I feel like my feet are ugly. I wear sandals today because who gonna check me, boo? But I don't like my feet. Like, to be quite honest, like, I don't. So for a long time, at that point, I did not wear sandals. 10 years ago, I did not wear sandals. If it was summertime, my toes was covered. I would not wear open toe sandals. I kid you not. Now I don't care, but back then, I wasn't doing it. So I'm like, what? So he was like, yeah, or whatever. But we had got, you know, acquainted. We had built some type of chemistry. So he was like, yeah, I like feet or whatever. And I was like, turn off. Like, I was turned off, but I wasn't all the way turned off because you like what you like, and who am I to judge? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, can you just make sure your feet is done or whatever? So even though I don't like my feet, I always kept my feet done, so that wasn't a big deal. So I was like, okay. He was like, I really like French manicures. I don't like French manicures. I hate French manicures. I think they make I don't like French manicures on feet, nails. I don't like it. I'll do an ombre, but just a straight line across, that's ugly. So, to me, whoever else loves it, that's fine, but that's not ugly. Like, I don't like those. So, I was like, I mean, I guess I can do that. Like, it's not a big deal. So then came time to go see him. So I think we had went to the movies the first time. He was like, oh, just come back to the crib with me or whatever like that. And I was like, all right. Like, I wasn't like worried about it, but I was just like, I mean, he cool. I'll go back to his house or whatever. So he went back to his house, and of course nobody was there. But I kid you not, he never was interested. I don't know if it was a weird thing or what, but he never pressed me to have sex or whatever. So he was just like, let me see your feet. Because like I said, I don't go outside. At this time, I didn't go outside with my feet. So I just was like, alright. So I let him see my feet or whatever. He was like, yo, you got pretty feet. That disgusted me even more because I know my feet are not pretty. So it was like, what? I don't know, like, it disgusted me more because it's like you're looking at these ugly ass toes and you're sitting here like salivating over these ugly ass toes who belong to me. I'm real with myself. My toes are ugly. I don't give a fuck. Like, and you're salivating over these fucking toes and I'm grossed out now because you're dead salivating over my toes. And I'm just like, what? And he was like, yo, your toes is mad pretty. Like, let me touch them. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with that. Like, I don't really like do this foot fetish thing. Like, this is my first time. I'm dead like 18, 19. No, I was 18. What are you talking about? Like, I just told y'all my age. Don't clock me. So I'm like, no. I was like, you know what? Like, I think I want to leave or whatever. So after that, like, I had left, I went home or whatever like that. He never tried to touch me in any other kind of way. He was only interested in my feet. And that also weirded me out too. So, to make a long story short, I sound like my mom. Oh my god. She says that in every story. I swear to God. And then the story be like 10 minutes longer. But anyway. So to make a long story short, he texted me after that. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. This is just what I'm into. Like, I just love feet or whatever like that. So he was like, so I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. I was like, no, it's cool. Like, you like what you like or whatever. He was like, oh, I hope y'all can see you again. I was like, yeah, we could go out again or whatever like that. You know, I wasn't trying to be judgmental because I felt like even though it turned me off, it was not what I was into, that's what he was into. And it's possible that I only didn't like it because I didn't like feet in general and I didn't like my own feet. So it just made me feel uncomfortable at how much he thought my feet was cute. It just made me uncomfortable. So from there or whatever like that, we kept talking. I think it was like a week later. So a week later, I go over there. We went out again, and then like, we went somewhere. I don't fucking remember. Like I can't even remember his homeboy name. So anyway, we went out or whatever. He was just like, oh, okay, like come over. I swear to God, I ain't gonna do too much. So we go into this. First of all, he texts me. We talking about in the house. He goes into the staircase. I guess because somebody was home, his sister, somebody. We're young, like. I'm about to leave for college. Like, this is summertime. Like, I don't care who you live with. Like, I live with my parents. I'm about to go to college. Like, whatever. So, he goes, and we go on the staircase or whatever. He was like, yo, he was like, I really want to jerk off to your feet. Like, they so pretty. So, I'm like, what? He was like, I just want to jerk off to your feet. And I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. So I was like, I mean, I get, like, I was so, like, you ever been in a situation, ladies, where you're, like, so uncomfortable and you don't really know what to do? Like, he wasn't trying to touch me, but he was, like, really, like, into this, and I was like, I don't know what to do, like, so I was like, I mean, I guess. I should have said no, but I just was like, I guess, like, because I was like, what? So he dead starts jerking off, right? He starts doing what he's doing or whatever, and I'm just like, and he's like, when I tell you, like, laser beams to my feet, and like, and I'm just like, the whole time, like, mortified, like, this nigga's nasty. So he's jerking off or whatever, and he's like, yo, I'm really about to nut, and I was like, do not nut, like, I was like, do not do that shit. He was like, yo, I'm about to, can I nut on your feet, can I nut on your feet? I'm like, no, you cannot, no, you cannot, don't you, no. He goes like this and just starts busting on my feet. I was pissed. I'm like, why? I mushed him back. Like, why the fuck would you nut on my feet? That's absolutely disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a freak. Nah, of course now I'm mad. So I'm starting bottling. Like, why you like feet anyway? You a nasty. You a fucking creep. What's fucking wrong with you? You a pervert. All type of shit, right? So I'm going, and he like, oh my bad, I didn't think it was gonna be a problem. I said no, do not. I said don't do that, and you did it anyway. Like, he was like, I was in the moment, I couldn't help it, whatever like that. So I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna wipe it off. So he washing off my feet, but then I felt even more nasty because he's like wiping off my feet, but like caressing them. So I was like, I'm leaving. So after that, he kept texting me like, oh nah, chill, like come back, I want to be cool, whatever. And I just was like, I'm good, homie. I'm dead good, because at the end of the day, you're disgusting, and I said no. Alright, I said you could jerk off because I was like, alright, I guess. But when I said no, don't put that nut on my feet, don't do that. Like, yo, that shit pissed me off. I never talked to him again after that. He kept texting me, and he was like, please, can I come? And then he was like, and I was, because like I said, I never touched him, I never had sex with him, nothing. All he wanted to do was be around my feet. And that's what made it weirder, because I never, first of all, I'm still young. I don't have that much dating experience. So I'm not used to him just being like, oh, only your feet. I don't give a fuck about nothing else but just your feet. That weirded me out. And I've never met a guy with a foot fetish again after that, like, that I know of, unless somebody I've met had a hidden foot fetish. But my feet ugly anyway, so I don't care. Period. So yeah, that's my little story, y'all. Short, quick, sweet, and to the point. Alright? Yeah. A moral of the story is, honestly, in the real shit, if something makes you uncomfortable, do not do nothing to please nobody else. Because at the end of the day, if you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable. That's just in general, because I could have just said no and I would have never been in that situation. But you know, now I had a story to tell. You feel me? I had a story to tell y'all about how my feet got nutted on 10 years ago, and he tried to caress me while wiping up that shit was disgusting. I washed my feet so many times after that, like, my feet was red. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join this flower gang, sis. We over here, we doing big things. Try on hauls, nail videos, hair videos, makeup videos. You know, we do it all. Baddie on a budget, period. Baddie on a budget, period. Everything we do ourselves. And if you didn't see my last nail video, make sure you watch that next, period. Don't go nowhere. Click the video right here. I just did my nails. Wait, which side is it going to be on? We're going to see. We're probably going to put it on this side because we got more space. Subscribe right here. And hit this video. I did my nails. Period. If you like them, watch it. And subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.